Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. Today, I want to try something. Our video is primarily going to be about Ripple and XRP today. So, guys, if you are an XRP holder, put it down below. Say, yes, I hold XRP. Or, if you don't want to put it like that, say, yeah, I'm excited about XRP. Maybe you don't want to disclose you actually hold crypto. Just say, yeah. Or, sounds good. I'm thinking out for you guys as well. And make sure you press that like button just to see how many people are actually real people that watch these videos. It's kind of fun to see, maybe. All right, having said that, quite a lot is happening right now, guys. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's a lot more difficult this time around to find the fine line. And I've also tried to put my microphone a lot more loud. A lot of you guys said, man, we can't hear you. I've been trying that. I hope there's not too much crazy noise this time around, though. So I'm going to be playing around with it for a little bit. The start here, for example, it was louder than right now. So just let me know down below what the best sound is going to be. Is this a lot better? Again, whenever I listen to it in my headphones, I don't hear a difference. So that's why I'm asking, is this better or does it not matter at all? And this is like exactly the same thing. Let me know down below. All right, because that was just me turning around. First of all, Ripple v. SEC. Chris Larson files a letter in which he states Ripple and Mr. Larson do not oppose the unsealing of legal memos in its entirety. Now, as far as we covered yesterday, these memos are about whatever advice Ripple got, right, from a legal perspective. So it says right here, it's actually it's a long discussion, and I've been trying to figure out yesterday when this all came out about 19 hours ago, which is about 3 a.m., by the way, my time, or almost 4 a.m. that this all came out, I think. But let's quickly check it out. Yeah, you can see this came out 5 a.m., And today I was to a couple of places, so I couldn't really record too many videos just quite yet. Right now, it's a little bit later at night already. If true, let's actually see what was said before that, right? Because we're going on and on and on. I know. Sorry, guys. This was earlier. Wrath of Kahneman shared, in this unsealed exhibit, the law firm Perkins Coie advised Ripple Labs that founders who assume its risk could receive XRP, but not investors or employees, as that would risk being a security in SEC's eyes. Couple of things to note. All right, let's quickly check it out. Let's zoom in. Founders were, so hopefully you guys can see this properly. I think so. And RL stands for Ripple Labs. Founders were issuers rather than Ripple Labs. So Ripple Labs could be a user, not an issuer. Founders assumed risk of being issuers, which persists today. This protected Ripple Labs and was a key PT in our first convertible note with investors like yada, yada, yada. 20% was comp for founders, personally assuming this risk. What an interesting email. Also, analysis from Perkins Coie was that investors and employees could not receive XRP, could risk SEC designation of a security. Only founders could, like Jet, Arthur, and me. Further, post-March 2013 FinCEN guidance, the Ripple Labs designation as a user rather than an issuer is and continues to be key, reducing risk to Ripple Labs holders like Jesse, increasing risk to founders and issuers. Further, the ledger was reset hundreds of times leading up to public launch in December 2012. Nonetheless, the ledger simply reflects property ownership of XRP, which was founders 20% and Ripple Labs 80%. Hope that helps. By Chris, CEO of Ripple Labs at the time. That was a reply to Ryan Fugger from Ripple as well, who said, so just to get it straight, what was the reason that the founders kept 20% and given it all to Ripple Labs? And again, they said founders were issuers rather than Ripple Labs, so Ripple Labs could be a user, not an issuer. And again, the founders assumed the risk of being issuers, which persists today. Yada, yada, yada. So again, what was the consequence? Things to note. The email seems to establish, at least in part, that you guys can't see this properly, but you don't need to. Well, let me click it. You know what? Why not? Let me click it. Let me go crazy. The email seems to establish, at least in part, that FinCEN guidance in 2013 designated Ripple as a user of XRP, not an issuer. Only founders are the issuers. This is key and also reaffirms the sequence of events, founders gifting 80% of XRP to Ripple Labs. Also, as Larson explains it, the ledger being reset has no bearing on token ownership as it only reflects it. This was in response to a query from Ryan Fugger about why the founders kept 20%. So it seems that Ripple, or at least Larson, wants this note to be made public, and now it is always deeply indebted to Phil and Law for making this so readily available to us, as again, he basically just shared the document, which we just took a little bit of a look at. Let's quickly see here. If you are keeping score at home, then we have hard evidence that as early as May 2014, legal advice was given that XRP was gifted to founders and Ripple was just a user who was canonical, comporting with a 2013 FinCEN description for lack of a better word. So this is actually a little bit different. Then we had hard evidence that as early as 2014 May, legal advice was given that XRP was gifted to founders. I would say it should be XRP was gifted to Ripple, then no, because again, the founders, as far as I now read it, the founders issued it and they gave a large part of it to Ripple and they kept a part of it, so they are the issuers, assuming the risk and all that. But if maybe it's meant to be the contrarian piece, I don't really know, to be honest with you. Tig, who is also a beast in this right now, is going rampant on everything. Made me think of this: if Perkins Coie thought XRP was a unregistered security, I'm sure they wouldn't have taken payment in XRP from Ripple for services. I didn't actually know this. Perkins Coie owns XRP. This account was activated by Daxter, which was activated by Chris Larson. It has been moving millions upon millions of XRP to Poloniex. A little while ago, this was activated in 2014 as well. Let's see how much XRP that they did receive. Okay, millions indeed of XRP in 2019 as well. Interesting. I didn't actually know that, but that does make some sense then. It could also be fake though, because it's just a dubbing, right? You can actually put any username that you'd want to put up a false trail, for example. So it's not a one-to-one, it's not a proven science, but it does make at least a little bit of sense. So, we have something to kind of base it on and go by. I'm just trying to kind of backtrack right now to find the tweets that we wanted to go about. So again, guys, let's talk about it again. If true, and Chris Larson's paid Perkins Coie or others in XRP for legal services, the 2012 memos, is absolutely brilliant because it would be the first use case for XRP, a substitute for fiat currency to pay for professional services, something you don't do with a security. Makes sense. It's been a long time since I looked at those Perkins Coie transactions, but I think they were sending it to Poloniex and selling immediately. This makes it seem like they were accepting as a payment in US dollars for services, as XRP was the bridge use case. Then again, I'm thinking if that's the case though, then most likely, right, high probability, it would be Ripple who's bringing this up nearly instantly, but they're not for some reason. However, Tig is a freaking beast, guys. Holy smokes. He's been sharing all the most important info, like, digital asset investor is also a beast, not gonna lie. He's always on top of these things as well. It's pretty damn crazy. So this was out a little bit earlier, 8 a.m. Unfortunately, again, I have a strange sleeping schedule, so you guys might know. But I also have a strange upload/strange way that I structured these videos. Now, what this report was all about was actually Jeremy Hogan going on a little bit of a rant. I think he actually was pretty funny over on Twitter. I'm reading it, but can't quite believe it. Now, the speech wasn't Hinman's personal opinion at all, but intended to convey the Department of Corporation Finance's position on digital assets. In the legal world, that's as crazy as it gets. The Ripple lawyers must be chomping at the bit. Well, let's quickly see again kind of the order of things. So Jeremy Hogan also said, if it's coming out, let it all come out. Makes me think of poop. So Chris Larson, letter in which he states Ripple and Mr. Larson did not oppose the unsealing of these documents. What happens next? The judge will do a quick order to the clerk to unseal the exhibits because it's after 7 p.m. court time. This will probably happen tomorrow. I don't think we'll see anything tonight. Okay. Let's quickly see what Jeremy Hogan was shouting at over on the interwebs, because he's been shouting for a little bit. That was the first thing he said. Then he said I had to get my kids to bed. Don't forget the SEC's motion for reconsideration of Judge Nedburn's DPP ruling is due today, which again was kind of last night. In federal court, you have until midnight, so that's 3.5 hours left. If they don't file it, come wake me up because that would be strange. Well, I did try to wake him up. I sent him a couple of texts, texted his wife. Nobody replied though. I had a couple of fun little... no, I didn't actually do that, by the way. Just a little joke. We tried a lot of different things. No, still a joke. But apparently they waived it then because I didn't see anything, right? Unless I'm mistaken or misunderstanding some of the things which happened here, which I don't think so. I definitely don't think it came out. So he said, potentially it was this though, right? Was it this then? Oh, wait a minute. So I guess I just... Wait a minute. We should actually open up James Fillins' Twitter, because maybe actually I'm mixing up two documents here. That might actually be the case. So maybe the latest document which he's talking about right now, is actually that specific document, which, again, I thought they might have waived. but it's because I just saw one notification for things. Oh no, there we go, there we go. So it was actually very late. I didn't expect it to be. The SEC has filed a motion for reconsideration and clarification of Magistrate Judge Knepper's DPP ruling. Anybody find it ironic the SEC is asking for clarity? Okay, yeah, I didn't read it actually because I didn't know this actually existed out there. Now it makes a little bit more sense as to why Jeremy Hogan posted this though. But again, I kind of missed it because there's so much out there right now. I think I could make another video about everything that's going on right now, as it's crazy. So once more, he's reading it, but he can't quite believe exactly what they're saying, as it doesn't make a lot of sense. You can see this right here got 5,000 likes, as nobody's believing this. XP Engaged said, this is both our views as the SEC and Hinman's personal opinion, yet it is none of our views. It is the framework of corporation finance, but it's also not. So please give us more time so we can find out whose view these words represent. Maybe it's Ripple's view, maybe it's not. And Crypto Law said, maybe it's not necessarily anyone's views, and yet it's everyone's views. And yet it's only his, ours, and theirs, but not yours or mine. Yeah. I don't know what to say except for, it doesn't make a lot of sense. It actually literally doesn't make a lot of sense. And I don't say that too often, that it makes absolutely no sense. You know, most of the time it's like, well, we don't know if this is good or bad, but we can kind of understand the line, the red line between the things. The whole issue between William Hinman and what is his opinion, that, however, is to me freaking abracadabra. Every single time I look at it, I'm like, well, so what is it exactly? Is it your opinion? Is it the SEC's opinion? Did they help you? Did what? And now to get a different opinion on this matter, guys, absolutely bullocks is all I can say about this one. This is absolute BS, garbage on the SEC side. You can see it in the amount of likes, 5,000 likes that this just got. As everybody's like just trying to slam their freaking heads into a brick wall or something, trying to figure out exactly how this could happen and how this can be the case. This is so laughingly bad. I don't even know if I have to take it seriously. I don't know if I should even make the video like this or if I should just laugh it off and say, oh, they made an early April Fool's joke right here. Oh, this is sad. This is real sad. This is a real sad attempt. And again, guys, I keep telling you, the SEC has most likely, this is just my opinion, not financial or legal advice. The SEC most likely went in over their head. Right now, they're just trying to think of something they can kind of pin on Ripple, and every single time they're like, ooh. So they go into a meeting, everybody around the table, everybody's sitting right there thinking, so what exactly do we got? And everybody's like, I don't got nothing. Everybody's like, I don't got nothing. Okay, so what can we try then? Sorry if the camera keeps getting blurry. It's because I'm so far away from the camera that it doesn't know what to focus on. And, I'll sit a little bit closer to y'all. No worries. So they go in a little circle, right? What do you got? We could try to frame him for some. And the other guy's like, yes, we do that. So what? And then everybody goes blank. Like, ooh, so what are we framing for? Securities and exchange. It's in the name, securities. And they're like, yeah, very creative. You're very good. So then all of a sudden, they start that, right? That's, again, how I see this whole lawsuit kind of happening. They're like, okay, so we sued them for security. So what do we base it on? And everybody, the room goes quiet. Everybody's looking at each other like, I don't know. So one guy's like, we just tried something. And everybody's like, yeah, we just tried something. Okay, so what did they try? They just write a letter. And they don't really put anything in there. They're just like assuming things which are based upon nothing, make no sense. And then later on, again, they go back to the meeting thinking, okay, that letter actually made no sense because we're contradicting ourselves. What do we do now? They're like, I guess since we already contradicted ourselves, let's do it again. And everybody's like, yeah, get you a raise. Go work for a nice lawyer firm or something like that. Earn yourself a good little check while you're helping out Ethereum and whatnot. So, yeah, no, it's definitely not making a lot of sense to me. Then again, I'm not a legal advisor. We're just trying to sum up all these things, trying to make it make sense when literally it's impossible because it keeps contradicting itself. If it's not, then please accept my apologies because then I just don't understand. However, I've seen enough lawyers, I would say right now, talk about the situation, and if it doesn't make sense to them, then it definitely doesn't make sense to a normal person. Yet again, I really honestly believe that Ripple is also just laughing at this right now. It doesn't make sense at all. And it's funny that indeed the SEC, which again we're not seeing literally, but okay, is asking for the clarity then, when in reality that's all Ripple really wants. And they're saying, nope, you already got it, when in reality nobody can find it, and that's the fun of it all. All right, guys, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And as you all know, stay healthy out there, all right? That's one really important thing to say. eat your veggies, drink your water, and yeah, good luck.